Hey guys, it's the Game Killer, and I know I've been uploading in a long time, mostly because I've just been dropping the ball lately. When I stopped uploading, I was basically just trying to catch up on schoolwork again, and yeah, finals came around, and that made me a whole lot more busier. There's actually a funny story that happened when I ended up getting back into recording again. So, just yesterday, I recorded a full episode of Angels with Scaly Wings, and it just so happens that I also recorded another one way back in March, and I was gonna upload that one. I basically recorded all of it, I edited it, and then I just decided I'll render it tomorrow, and that never happened. I forgot all about it, so I basically just skipped an entire episode and recorded a new episode. So that kind of messed things up a little. And by a little, I mean a whole lot. Everything's so screwed up right now. And here I am, 3 months later, just coming back from the dead, man. It sucks. But you know what? I decided I'm not gonna be BSing anymore. I'm gonna push out the series as much as possible. I'm gonna try to get it done, and hopefully by then I'll get back onto an uploading schedule. But for now, here's what's happening. So I basically played through all of chapter 2 and then a bit of chapter 3. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go along the path which I took during that time, and I'm gonna try and get the best possible outcome from that. So yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, let's just go on along with it. So I went back over here to where episode 2 ended, I believe. So what happened when I went here is I think we ordered lunch. Yeah, alright. I remembered that Adine had told me that a cafe did deliveries as well, and not having anything else better to do, I figured I should try it out. I made my order with a quick phone call, and it wasn't long before the doorbell rang. Well, that was quick. It just so happened that Adine herself stood in the doorway, dripping wet and with damp containers in her grip. Oh, it's you again. Likewise. Shouldn't come as a surprise, considering you know I deliver for the cafe. Here's your order. Sorry it got a little wet, but it should be okay. You're soaked, why don't you come in? Thanks, I was just about to ask you if I could stay for a little while. This is actually my last delivery for the day, and I live on the other side of town. That rain loop, though. Of course, I couldn't let you fly back when it's this ugly outside. What? No. That's a thing. Feel right at home. I better eat this before it gets cold. So yeah, since I guess since I played through this part, I can skip it, I guess. But I don't want to do that. Yeah. So I sat down at the table and started eating my food while Adine decided to take a seat opposite of myself. Do you like it? Yeah, I ordered something I knew I'd actually like this time. I didn't want to make the same mistake I did earlier today. You have something similar where you come from? We do. As a matter of fact, it's almost scary how close it is to what we have back home. Really? Maybe we all just share a similar taste. Maybe I don't care, but let's just go with that. At least, that's what I think. So what do you do when you're not working in a restaurant? Do you have a family? Well, most of the time I take care of my kids. Oh, nice. How many children do you have? They aren't really my children per se. I just take care of them. You're more of a foster parent then. not quite. These are orphan children I'm talking about. I just volunteered to spend some time with them, so I'm really more of a babysitter and teacher all in one. I can't really take them in and care for them like a 24... Man, I can't really take them in and care for them 24/7 like a proper parent would. I'd love to, but I work far too much to be a single parent. With the amount of time I spend at the restaurant, I don't think the kids would be any better off, so I just help out whenever I can. That's very nice of you. Thanks. These kids already didn't get a very good hand in life. I just thought that if I could make even a small difference for them, it'd be worth it. I see. What about hobbies? Do you have any? Can I ask a question for a change? No. Well, I don't really know much about you. Actually, I'm not sure if there is anyone here who does. What do you like to know? What did you do before you came here? Avoid the question by making a bad pun. Nothing special, really. I mean, I have my degrees, but this is the first time I did something that was actually related to them. The work I did previously was just to keep afloat. I know what you mean. I suppose it's my turn again, so tell me about your hobbies. The one I enjoy most is probably flying. Just flying? Well, not just flying. I do aerobatics or stunt flying. I've been doing that on and off a couple of years now. You must be the most overqualified delivery flyer in history then. You know, honestly, I'd choose this, but this seemed to me the best choice when I played through. It's the practice of doing flying maneuvers like rolls, spins, or loops. I'm actually hoping to be a part of a competition sometime. Are you that good? That's what I'm trying to find out. I almost did the wrong voice. Okay, since it's my turn again, well... This might be an unusual question, so... When they said that it was a human that would be coming here, I kinda expected something a little different. I know. Remy told me about some of the commonly held beliefs here. I mean, yeah, you do look different from us, but you're not really anything like some of the things that have been said about your kind. I could say the same thing about you. Really? Yeah, we have plenty of myths about dragons. Like what? Dragons are noble creatures. I want to choose this though. This one seemed to be like pretty basic. Screw it. They're often cited as a symbol of power and strength, but also one of wisdom, possessing an intellect that has no equal. They are noble creatures, and their depictions enjoy an almost universal appeal. I could get used to that, though it would have been even nicer if it all true. To be honest, I don't know if it's such a good idea to generalize like that. Even if it's good things you're saying about us. We're all different, you know, not all of us are nice. I see. But then, we have said many good things about your kind too. Well, no matter what you think about humans, I can assure you that I'm in no way special or supernatural. I disagree with that. Why? You say that you aren't special, but just the fact that you're here with us right now is quite special to me and many others. Just try to see it the other way around. You know, you have a good point. What were you thinking when you first heard about us? Yeah. I thought it was a joke, but I thought it was awesome. I thought making a discovery like this was just awesome. Many people will love to have the opportunity I had by coming here. See, it's not so one-sided after all, so don't be surprised if some of us feel the same way. And it's not just the discovery of you dragons. We found a portal to the entirely different world. We still haven't figured that one out. Neither have we. Oh. Okay, so I just realized when I recorded this, I was actually speaking in like a wrong voice. Like, damn, like this line confused me so much. I just remember that. That was weird. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. By the way, interesting selection of books you have there. Draconic Desire, Examen Sphere. Are these yours? No, they were already here when I moved in. Have you read any of them? I did read Sheridan and The Scepter of Sovereignty. Sovereignty, yeah, that's what it said, right? Those are words. How'd you like it? That one. Nothing special is a good way to describe the entire series, actually. Oh, you've got Price and Prayer. You should totally read that one. You think so? Why's that? It's not just an interesting story, it's based on true events. The author is so right when he says there's a lot we can learn from what happened back then. I'll check it out when I have time. Let me know what you do. I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say about it. Alright, since you asked about my family earlier, I'm gonna do the same thing. Is there a Mr. or Mrs. Kaiba back home waiting for you? No, I can't say there is. How about a potential Mr. or Mrs. Kaiba then? Are you looking to date anyone? Maybe. Come on, tell me. Okay, there's someone. Oh, it's a shame you can't be with them now then. Or are you talking about someone you met here? Maybe. Oh my. Would it happen to be someone I know? Maybe. Well, who is it? I'm not sure how many questions that was, but I'm sure it's not your turn anymore. Are we even still playing this game? Well, you started it. Well, that's true. You seem to be enjoying it, though. You know... Oh, wait. I almost did that in the wrong voice again. Damn, why'd I pick yellow? Or gold, whatever I picked. You know, why don't we make this a little more interesting while we're at it? What do you suggest? Truth or dare? Oh, man. Okay, so it kind of gets like a little interesting, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the choices I made back then, but... What's that? We continue asking questions, but if one of us doesn't want to answer the question, we have to do something the other person tells us to. I don't even know what kind of dare I'd make you do. It could be something that would make me uncomfortable, or something you'd like to see me do. Anything? Well, keep in mind that revenge might be coming quicker than you think, so don't ask someone for anything you wouldn't do yourself. Got it. So who's first? You asked the last few questions, so it's only fair if I start. Alright. Cristo. Man, I'm not sure if I should make it interesting or if I just should... Screw it. Probably at my sides. Good to know. You wouldn't misuse that knowledge, would you? Of course not. Since it is my turn now, what's your greatest wish? World peace. More than anything, I want there to be peace on Earth. That's an honorable wish, Kaiba. Too honorable for the actual Kaiba. Okay, my turn. Draw. This is kind of sketchy. I chose this one. Invisible, huh? That's a hard one. I mean, no one would see my flying then, and I do want people to see that. Well, with this question, it's more about what do we do if you had the opportunity to do something without getting caught, like something mischievous or criminal. Oh, I know what I do. I check out the building they found along with the portal. What building? Didn't you hear about that? They found a whole building along with the portal. It's actually underground, and they have it heavily guarded while a team of archaeologists works on it. I think it might contain many secrets and answers about the portal and where it came from. Interesting. I think I'd like to check that out as well. If you knew that the world was about to end, what would you do? This one was actually... This is pretty good. That would be quite a show, huh? Okay, no. So I chose this and it went to a dare. If all of them go into a dare, then that's pretty... I feel like she'll answer no to this one though. Yeah, so it goes into a dare if I choose this. Unless she says that for all of them, then that would kind of suck. Oh my. I think it might be time for a dare now. Alright. Okay, so I chose this and nothing happened, basically. She bit into it and then, like... Yeah, I think... Yeah, she was all like, what's so special about that? Or something like that. And then this is kind of this is getting interesting, but this is even more interesting right now because like it seems so. Now that I think about it, it seems so generic, but it's such a small thing. But now that I think about it, every dragon we've come across so far has worn at least one article of clothing, I think. Yeah, Bryce has the badge. Except for Maverick. Maverick just walks around naked. So you know what? I'm gonna choose this for now. Just that? That's not very hard. I thought I'd go easy on you since it's your first time and all. I see. There, satisfied? Definitely. Disrobement? What? What the hell? Okay. Yeah. So, we even got an achievement for that, so that was very interesting. It turns out that was very interesting, yeah. Alright, so from those you've met here so far, who's the one you fancy most? Remy? I think I'll take a dare for this one. Oh, finally. What am I gonna have you do? Whatever you like. No, I honestly have no idea. Take your time. Alright, let me think for a minute. Oh, looks like it's getting late. Oh, wait, what time is it? Whoops, seems like I've been here longer than I thought. I probably should be going now. Seems like the rain has stopped too. Yeah, that's great. You know, if you want me to come over again, you don't have to do anything to do it. You don't have to order anything to do it. That's what it said. Here's my private number. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Damn this Kaiba voice. Or wait. Okay, so yeah, we're still on chapter 2, but I played through chapter 2 and on to chapter 3, so yeah. Let's just try to get through this. Yes, yes. No, I mean no. Another day, another morning. I woke from dreams filled with fire and smoke. The sun shining through the window gave me a comforting feeling of familiarity, despite the portal in the distance reminding me of my purpose here. I looked towards the horizon, my view undisturbed by dividing walls. The light of that morning sun was painting the sky with golden hues, a view that had become a rarity back home. It evoked a feeling of freedom and openness that was almost scary to me. While I got ready for the day, my thoughts strayed to the people I knew back home. I couldn't help but wonder how they were doing. But I had greater things to worry about at the moment, like Reza, murders, and generators. How much danger was I in really? Hey Kaiba. Hey Chief. More bad news? Not quite, unless you count Reza's still missing as bad news. That's kind of why I'm here. Well, what is it? Just some good old-fashioned police work, and we're counting on your help, again. It's not like I have anything better to do. We've obtained the list of places Reza visited in the days before he vanished. We'll check those out, maybe find a lead, and you might help us understand his motivations or give us some context to his actions. I can certainly try. I'm sure you'll do a great job. That is reassuring. Are you ready to go? Sure, let's go. There's a couple of places we can check out. Oh, whoops. There's a couple of places we can check out. Let's see where we should go first. While Bryce focused on his list, I saw someone approach out of the corner of my eye. A closer look revealed that it was Sebastian, waving his arm in an attempt to get our attention as he ran towards us, his face grave.
There you are, Chief. I was looking for you.
What are you doing here? Don't tell me there's another dead person.
Sorry, Chief. There is.
Damn. Guess it's gonna be one of those days.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Someone else can take care of that today, though. We've got other plans.
You need to sign off on a few things at least.
I know. We'll go to the crime scene, sign a few forms, and then we're out. When we arrived at the scene, I saw the poor victim next to one of the houses. The obligatory sheet that was draped over him provided a modicum of discretion, but did nothing to hide the crime that had occurred. Alright, give me the story.
It's an interesting one, that's for sure. The wounds match those of the last victim, so a similar if not identical murder weapon is likely. The victim, maintenance person for this area, and electricity is out. The power goes out, maintenance guy shows up, and is killed before he can fix the problem. At least that's my theory.
So the power for the whole block is still out.
That is correct.
We should get that fixed as soon as possible. We don't need civilians showing up around here complaining about sitting in the dark.
Good point.
Bryce's snout wrinkled with distaste as he glanced over Sebastian's shoulder. I'm starting to blend voices now. That's kind of bad. Damn, not again.
What is it?
And it's this guy. The guy I can't make a voice for. What are you doing here, Maverick? A second victim, huh? Like it's so hard to make a voice for this guy. I can't. This is an official investigation, so you better not cross that police line. Shunned by own colleagues, this is ridiculous.
You know how it is. Rules are rules. And without rules, murders like this one would be allowed to happen and go unpunished.
I'd be fine without me then. I mean, he is a bland gray character too, so I mean, like, that voice kind of works.
What do you think he wanted here, Chief?
That one's easy. To do his own investigation, just like he said he would. I shouldn't be surprised he showed up, but I guess we're lucky we arrived before he did.
I agree.
We better check out that power outage now.
Of course. I think the door to the maintenance room is right around here.
You got your flashlight, Seb?
Always, Chief. You should go first then. I don't have my stuff here. Besides, putting on that head mount is such a hassle. I remember. You complain about that every time it comes up. There, that should do the trick. You just stay behind me, Kaiba, alright? Whoops. Whoops. Let's just pretend Sebastian said that, okay? Man, I'm colorblind. God, I hate stairs. Especially made for those with smaller dragons like you. Trust me, having it the other way isn't too great either. I don't mind stairs. Say nothing. This kind of reminds me of when you found that underground base, or whatever it was. Remember, Chafe? How could I not? It wasn't that long ago. Underground base? Yeah, the portal wasn't the only piece of ancient technology we found. There was also this whole lab near it. Seemed to have some high-tech stuff in there. At least that place didn't have as many stairs. Wait, so you not only found the portal, but a whole facility along with it? Yes, but we're not sure how much the two are actually related. We spent all that time studying the portal, and we barely got anywhere with it. This stuff is just beyond what we know. Here we are. There is grass growing in the maintenance room. That is very weird. So what exactly are we looking for? Whatever's causing the power outage. If we don't find the cause, we should at least be able to get the backup running. Looks like the generator is gone. Mystery solved. Sound of creaking metal penetrated the stillness of the room. I looked above toward the source of the noise as it grew louder, and in the next instant I was pushed sideways and fell to the ground, just barely avoiding the giant light fixture that fell from the ceiling and shattered into countless pieces alongside me. Kaiba, are you alright? The next thing I saw was a hooded figure standing above me, barely visible against the darkness that permeated the room. The figure crouched down next to me, its mask hovering in front of my face. Merely a whisper reached my ears when it spoke. Be careful, Kaiba. Man, I can't do a voice for this guy either. Then the figure dashed towards the stairs. Where are you going? That's not me! Don't move! He's going up the stairs! I'm on it! I didn't see that chair coming. I can't see a damn thing in here. Here, Chief. I hate these stupid stairs. You're blocking the way. Just go around me. There's no room here as wide as the stairs are. I can't help it. Damn it, we'll never catch him now. By the time we found our way back up, the mysterious figure was nowhere to be found. We've got a long search ahead of us, and when it had start like that, there might be no end to it. We have to take our chances as long as we still can. Except that chance is growing smaller and smaller while we wait for the team to arrive. What even happened down there? Right, Kaiba, tell us everything in as much detail as you can. There wasn't much to it. I heard a noise, I looked up, the light fixture came down, someone pushed me. You mean Reza? I guess so. What do you mean? Didn't you see him? Whoever it was wearing a mask. It
It bloody well can't be someone else, so let's not kid ourselves here. Why would he wear that whole getup though? Whoops. Didn't want to be recognized, yeah. It's a bad excuse when there are only 2 humans here.
This whole thing doesn't make any sense.
He went country a little bit. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Your earlier theory about what happened was pretty sound, Sebastian. Let's go with that and add the bit about the generator being stolen. So now the question is, who has a motive for stealing a generator? Reza. Right. Who else would need to steal a generator when those who live here could either buy or simply request one? Not to mention, Reza was the one who arranged the diplomatic trade for generators in the first place. I can't deny the fact that your generators are pretty important to us, but the resorting to murder? We all saw the human figure running away. Again, why would he stay here if he stole it? That's what I chose. This one just sounds like a stupid. Both of these sound stupid though. Why would he remain here if this one stole it? The generator was already gone when we got here, and the person in question wasn't carrying it either.
Perhaps this is the case when the criminal has returned to the crime scene.
For this kind of crime, I'd say no, but who knows? Maybe our rules just don't apply anymore. What do you mean? No offense, but ever since you 2 humans arrived, there have been a lot of strange things going on. This place used to be a quiet town. You're starting to sound like Maverick. Honestly, things aren't looking great for him right now. It's still our top priority to find him, but after what we've seen here today, I'm not sure what will happen when you do. I just don't want to give you any false hope, you know? I see. Maybe we should just focus on fighting him and point fingers later. Agreed. The police team will be here any minute now. You don't want to get involved with... You don't have to get involved with the search, but that doesn't mean you can't help us. What do you want me to do? We still have the list of places we were going to check out, remember? We can't go now, the search takes priority. Of course we'll still check out those places after we're done here, but if you go on your own, you can speed up the process. You can even find a lead for us, who knows? How about no? Nah, sure can. Great. Here's the list. Considering your status, you shouldn't have any trouble in these places, but if anything happens, call me and I'll check up on you later. Wait a minute. You mean I'm going all by myself? All of us are going to be busy with search, and we really can't afford to spare anyone right now. You'll be fine. Aren't you worried I'll do something fishy? I mean, isn't that why Reza and I were assigned police escorts in the first place? That policy was mostly Maverick's fault, and he's out of the picture. With my authority as chief, I say you can go alone. I already know where you're going, and besides, I trust you. If you were in cahoots with Reza, you would have run off with him when he had the chance. Good point. I see the team approaching. Guess you should get going. Alright, I'll see you later then. Good luck. It was a relief to leave the crime scene considering all that happened. When I reached into my pocket to take a look at the list, however, I found something unexpected. It was a small piece of paper with the word Tatsu written on it. How did it get there? My earlier encounter with a masked person was the only time today someone was close enough to smuggle something in my pocket. I figured if someone like Bryce tried to do something like that, I definitely would have noticed. As for Tatsu, the only related thing I could think of was Tatsu Park, which I had come across when I went to the police station the other day. Even that park was the place the mysterious paper referred to. I
I didn't know if it was actually a good idea to visit. That masked person may have saved me from the falling light fixture, but if it was Reza, it would mean following someone who was also the prime suspect of 2 murders. I know I'm mumbling a bit, I'm just trying to get through this. Sorry guys. I also had considered the list of places Reza had been to: a local grocery store, the production facility we'd visited, and the library were the 3 places closest to here. It was certainly going to be a busy day, and I knew I wouldn't have the time to visit all of them. The production facility and the library. Yeah, I think I went to the production facility and then the library, but then I didn't have any other time to visit other ones though, which kind of sucked, but you know, whatever. I'll go here first, I guess. Reza's was allegedly here at some point. Maybe I should ask Anna. Hello? Anybody here? Oh yeah, and it's this guy. He's a condescending prick when I played through this the first time. Can I help you? Yeah, I'll just be like the most uninterested person of all time. I was just looking for Anna. This is her lab, right? Why don't I ever get any recognition? This is my lab as much as it is hers. Either way, Anna's not here. Would that be all? Since you work here, maybe you can help me instead. Oh, of course. Your precious Anna isn't here, so you'll have to settle for me. I see how it is. That's not what I meant. Yeah, of course. Let's just get it over with. You could start by telling me who you are. Here's the short version. My name is Damien. I work in this facility, and I'm unfortunate enough to live the nightmare of having to deal with Anna on a daily basis. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. And you are? You don't know who I am? I know who you are, but your assumption validated the point I was gonna make. You see, this whole thing about you coming here has been blown out of proportion, like some huge event that everyone should be celebrating. Newsflash, not everyone cares. Once both of you are gone, life will return to normal, and we can all go back to what we actually should be doing. I imagine a lot of it has to do with those human myths you have. I can only reiterate, not everyone cares. What exactly do you want again? Has Reza been here recently? I've seen him a few times. He'd come by to ask about the progress of the generators. There was this one time when Anna told him she had news, but when he came over, she just wanted to run some tests on him. Did he go through with it? No, he wanted some compensation, I suppose. Nothing she could offer satisfied him, however, and that was that. What kind of research is Anna doing? Cancer research. Cancer research. She thinks she can cure it, but she's out of her mind. Is that such a bad thing? The way she does it? Yes. She's wasting resources that could be better spent on projects with actual chance of success. So, what kind of research are you doing? Right now, guess we got tasked with running all those tests on your blood. You did. That's right. While she goes out and does whatever the heck she wants, I get to keep an eye on the experiment. Any interesting results? Not just yet, but soon we'll know more about your body than you do. Maybe this would be interesting. Why do you care about that? Maybe I want to know what kind of person she is. You might have an idea. I'll put it this way, I've known her far too long. Yeah, that's all. Thanks for help, I guess. get some well-deserved rest.
Yeah, I'll take the path I took. You know what? Alright, Reza, what did you want here? Hey, it's Remy.
My hero. I already told you, it's not here.
Who's talking to Adine?
Would you help out an old friend? Friend? This is the first time you've spoken to me in years. And whose fault is that? For you, I didn't even exist these last few years. At least I tried to reach out to you. No, you're just here because you want something. I'm right here, right now, and you still continue to act like that. She was my friend too, you know. I think you should leave.
Wait a minute.
She? Like, so... Is she the one? Is she, like, what? Who's she? Who's she? Like, I'm just starting to piece together, like, conspiracies in my mind, guys. It's so weird.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. For everything. It's a little late for apologies.
Have it your way, then.
Adine stormed out so quickly she didn't even notice me. I waited a few moments and I wondered if it was a good time to talk to Remy. In the end, I decided my task was too pressing to come back at another time. I shuffled through books and tried to look busy until I noticed he resumed his work so I could approach him.
Oh, hello, Kaiba. Good to see you. Do you need anything?
Has Reza been here recently?
Reza? He's visited quite often since you arrived, actually. Until a few days ago, that is.
Do you know what he was reading?
Not particularly. I just thought he wanted to learn about our world.
Did you notice anything unusual about him while he was here?
Can't say that I did. Though he did ask me for a map once.
A map?
Yes, I showed him a few, but none of them seemed to be what he was looking for.
Did he talk to you about anything strange while he was here?
Besides the maps, nothing else worth mentioning comes to mind. Only the usual pleasantries.
This is kind of getting this gets personal, so I'm gonna skip it.
I'm not sure, to be honest. There are a lot of things on my mind right now.
Like what?
I'm not at liberty to discuss them at the moment. I'm supposed to be working, you know. Oh, that's all. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, son. I'm Logan Sigh, and I decided it was time to report my findings to the police. A brief call to the department, and I was on my way to an appointment with Sebastian.
The what? No, don't skip ahead. I'm not sure about my findings will help, but at least I have something. Look who we have here. Oh. Hey, Maverick. His investigation confirmed that it was no one else his words had been directed at. Even with the civilians passing by in the background, I suddenly felt very alone. What do you want from me? Answers. Okay, then start talking. Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay. So this is getting dangerous. Just tell me one thing. Why? What is your goal in all of this? Why even come here?
You wouldn't understand.
You know why. No, that won't do. That's simply not true. You know it, and I know it. I just don't get why you can't be honest with me, even when you know no one else is listening. You know I can't touch you. If I did, it would be over for me. At least, as long as I don't have any proof. In the end, what difference does it make if I know? No one is going to believe me anyway. Do you wish to kill me too, like Reza?
I would never do such a thing.
Is that so? Tell me, why would an ambassador need such a dangerous tool in the first place? I know you claim not to have one of these things that Reza injured me with, and you didn't have any when they searched you, but I guess it's way too late for safety precautions at this point. You could have hidden one anywhere. That damn hurt, you know. But even worse than that was getting thrown aside by Bryce. I trust him, but after what happened, he doesn't trust me anymore. Now there's only you, the mythical, the special, the new. How much I wish I could make him see what I see. I could have saved the world with what I did that day, and it still wouldn't matter when no one believes me, just because I don't have any proof. But I won't stop until I find some. And when I do, I'm gonna be a damn hero.
And with that, he was gone.
On the way to the police station, Maverick's words kept finding their way back into my mind. I couldn't decide how to feel about them. I wasn't even sure if it was worth mentioning to the police. Since all I did was make vague accusations, it wasn't anything substantial enough to be considered a threat. However, his actions were growing more calculated, and he seemed very sure of himself. I wondered what this would amount to, but that wasn't the problem at hand.
Hi, Kaiba.
Hey, Sebastian. I thought I'd meet you at the front desk. What are we doing in Bryce's office?
He does have a nice office, doesn't he? And the chairs are comfy.
Is that the only reason we're here? The dragon gave a brief chuckle.
Let's just say that any information pertaining to this case is important enough to warrant some privacy.
I see. Will Bryce will be here anytime soon?
I don't think so. He's still outside looking for Reza. He's not the kind of person who gives up easily.
Can't we help?
There's only so much we can do. I was out searching too until I came to meet you. At this rate, it doesn't look like we'll find him today. He could be anywhere, long gone, beyond our reach. What do you think?
To be honest, I don't know. I have no idea what he's doing or what his plan is, really. I wonder what will happen to our trade agreement now, considering Reza's still missing, the murders, and the stolen generator. If Reza really is the murderer, then...
Don't do that.
What?
Don't worry.
You don't know what's at stake here.
People are dead, Kaiba. Do you think I don't know that? Reza may still be our prime suspect, but he's also a missing person. For all we know, he could be a victim. Maybe someone's making him do this. My point is, we don't know the facts yet. What we need to do is find him and find the murderer. We'll find Reza and go from there. We'll figure it out.
Thanks, Seb.
Anyway, you said you had some information for us. So what did you find?
Nothing. I found nothing.
I'm not sure if there's anything special about Anna wanting Reza's blood. I mean, she's a scientist, so it's natural she'd be interested in something like that. We'll have to talk to her about it though. Maybe she has some more details for us. The map in the library. I don't know what to think about that. He could have needed a map to plan something, I suppose, but who knows what he really wanted to do with it. It's kind of detail that, on its own, it might not tell us much, but it might be crucial later on. Well done, Kaiba. That gives us some solid points from which we can continue our investigation.
This actually gave me an achievement, so yeah.
In any case, thanks for our help. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That should be all then. Since Price still hasn't come back, I assume the search is still going on, and I better get out there and help him. Guess it's gonna be a long day. Can you find your way back to your apartment?
Of course.
Alright, I'll see you later. Good luck.
Finally, some free time. Whatever am I gonna do? And this is where I ended off, like, the episode I recorded. But we're gonna go a little bit further onto, just when chapter 3, like, starts. And then we'll go, like, go off from there. Because something very special happened in that episode. And that's when I met with Remy. Thank you again for helping me the other day. Without you, I would have been trapped sorting books for a few more hours. Inviting you for dinner is the least I can do. I really... What the... Oh, I forget. Potato! There's something else you could do for me. Ah, yeah. I want to choose it so badly, but I want to be socially acceptable. It's no problem, really. Besides, I'm also here to learn more about your kind. Spending some time in the library is only appropriate. Well, my gratitude is yours regardless. Anyways, is there anything in particular you would like to eat? I could go for some meat right now. Oh, I'm very scared, guys. Thank fuck. Oh my god. I thought he would pick up on that. You have no idea how much I'm perspiring right now. That was such a cringe-worthy decision. This might take a while, so make yourself at home. With those words, Remy walked into the partially walled-off kitchen. There was no door, so I saw him open the fridge and take out 2 steaks before he set them on the counter. I mean, pretty disappointing, but, like, at least... yeah. Soon after, he was already preparing the various ingredients with a somewhat clumsy pause. He was silent for a moment, then lifted his snout and looked at me from over the partition. What is it? I was just thinking about something. I could help cook if you like. Don't worry about it. Alright. I looked around the apartment as Remy cooked and couldn't help but notice the almost mesmerizing tidiness that permeated the place. Shelves were filled with books, scrolls, magazines, and other various trinkets. Suddenly, the repetitive noise of vegetables being cut ceased as Remy returned from the adjoining room. I'll be back in just a minute. Went down the hall and vanished through the bathroom door. What should I do? Go into the bathroom? I want to be socially acceptable, but going into the bathroom was very unacceptable. Examine the shelves. I moved over to the shelves and idly looked through the books and scrolls. Nothing particularly interesting caught my eye. From the titles alone, it seemed all genres more or less represented, fiction and non-fiction alike. The scrolls were neatly sorted in holders, though I couldn't make out the logical consistency behind their arrangement. Anatomy, huh? Let's check that out. I'm not sure what I could expected. Go into the bathroom. Yeah, that sounds like a sound choice. Search his bedroom. That's also a sound choice. I picked up one of the framed photos to examine it more closely. It was a red dragon. I guess that was a female of a young adult or college age.
though I wasn't sure. I was still hard to tell without looking at the obvious signs. Her crimson-scaled head was adorned with furrows that ran down the back of her neck. She wasn't familiar to me. There are more pictures? Or what? Oh yeah, right. The second picture showed Remy in his typical attire, tie, glasses and all. The bathroom door opened and revealed a white dragon. Oh, okay, so he comes back during the third choice? So what I could have done was search his bedroom. In the first choice. Oh man, that sucked. Oh, I could have done that. I'm sorry. You missed out on a really good... You probably missed out on a really good scene. That sucks. The bathroom door opened and revealed a white dragon. The blue-eyes white dragon, yeah. As he approached, I felt my stomach grumble quietly. That doesn't sound healthy. I barely heard the muffled sound, but when I saw Remy's ears perk, I realized he had more sensitive ears than I expected. Hungry already, I take it. No, I'm not doing that. I suppose so. Although your stomach already answered that question for you. After entering the kitchen once more, I saw the dragon looked over the kitchen partition again. His mouth opened a little, as though he was going to speak, but his brow scrunched with hesitation. Before I could say anything, he shook his head and continued to cook. Soon I heard the sizzling of frying meat as the delicious smell of steak wafted into the room. Fueled by his fragrant odor, I slowly lost myself to daydreams as I closed my eyes. Is something wrong? You're salivating. It's nothing. I was just thinking about something. Well, the food is ready. Enjoy. I looked down and saw that a plate was already in front of me, piled steak and vegetables. Remy was already eating, so I took the knife he had provided and cut off a small corner of my steak. Then I pierced it with a fork, its 3 prongs penetrating the flesh unrelentingly. Slowly, I raised it to my mouth, and my tongue glided over the bare substance briefly as it entered my lips. I took the first bite, a delicately crisp exterior, which was much softer and juicy inside. It melted on my tongue like butter as the taste spread to even the most remotest corner of my mouth. It was almost perfect. So what were you thinking about? Huh? Remy's words snapped me back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, you said you were thinking about something. I don't want to go too... Okay, so, I don't think any of these are any more interesting except for this one. I'll try to go this one, but I'll explain this scenario. So basically, when I asked this, yeah, spoiler alert, they can't breathe fire, which sucks. Or maybe they can. I don't remember. Some of them can. Oh wait, yeah, I think some of them can, but I don't know. Do they? Wait. I'm very confused now. Now I really want to choose this, because I don't know what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna save. Maybe I'll just save and like go ahead and see what happened. Because I don't remember what happened, but then... never mind. You know what? I'll just choose it. Like, whatever. Can't you just use your fire? Well, for one, not all of us have that ability. Okay, so yeah, not all of them have the ability. Yeah, what a stupid choice. I could have asked him if he lived alone. Besides, we'd still appreciate the convenience that comes with appliances like this one, and not everyone wants to eat food cooked with someone else's breath. Breathing fires indoors is also a little unsafe. I see. That makes a lot of sense. Yes, I can do it. Yes. I do. Honestly, you're the first person to visit in a while. Whoops, I just did that. I am... Okay, so here's where it was. I got confused for a second there. He spoke softly, and his gaze wandered. Oh, I see. Thank you again for inviting me. I think I chose this one, but let's say it. Oh, what a terrible thing. People can be so cruel sometimes. They can be. Where I come from, incidences like this are unfortunately fairly common. Truly. Here, it's almost unheard of. One just needs to take a look at the statistics to realize that this is very unusual, or just an exceptionally bad week. Ah, so all of those other ones did the same thing. Ah, that sucks. No, don't skip. Okay, so how do you like the food? It's delicious. Thank you. I suppose you learn to cook well when you live on your own long enough. Soon, both of our plates were picked clean. I guess I judged your portion correctly, unless you want more. I'm good, thanks. That was an interesting steak. What kind of meat was that? Those were... No, I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that. They're rather large bovine mammals characterized by their horns and body shape. We get a range of products from them, from meat and milk to subproducts like butter and cheese, in addition to leather, felt, oils, and creams. We even use their horns and bones for a variety of things. That sounds similar to an animal we have back home. Speaking of unfamiliar creatures, why don't tell me about your species? Are you referring to me or all of us? Our society is comprised of a number of different species, which you probably have noticed by now. I guess all of you. Let's start with the basics. I'm sure you're aware, but unlike the mammalian aurochs, we're reptiles. This does make me wonder about you. Based on your fur, I guess that you're a mammal, but you look very different from our mammals we know. In the same vein, you don't share many characteristics with our reptiles back home. And by the way, we don't have fur, but hair. What's the difference? You know, I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, so we regularly cut it. Is that so? Interesting. I'm not sure that's true, though. Is that? It must be true, actually. Yeah, it must be true. I was wondering something. Are you wearing all those coverings to make up for a lack of hair? I suppose that's one reason why humans wear clothes. They also provide warmth and protection, and are used to differentiate us from one another. Sometimes uniforms are used as identification. Other times clothes are just ornamental. What a person wears can tell us something about the person itself. That sounds complicated. We also have uniforms and wear some things for ornamental reasons, though our uses aren't quite as extensive. That brings up an interesting question. Are you endo or exothermic? We produce our own body heat. That's unusual. From where I come from, all reptiles are endothermic, unless you count birds as reptiles, I guess. But none of your reptiles are sentient, correct? Maybe it has something to do with our different brain structures. Maybe. Now that you've been in our world for a while, how do you like it here?
I like both, to be honest. But you know what? Everything in this world seems very human-like though, which is weird. That's good to hear. Cultural differences can make things very difficult sometimes, even within the same species. I'm glad things are working out for you so far. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered. I was able to save my game after all. Your interference was only a minor setback. Good job, Remy. You're awesome. Glad to hear it. I was quite relieved when I found out. You know, if that hadn't worked out so well, I would have had to consider making you play up to that point again for me. Ain't nobody got time for that! I wouldn't mind playing some of your video games, actually. If that's so. Yeah, they're fun. I'd like to see what games you have here. I'll keep that in mind. Perhaps I can show you sometime. You know, I'm glad you're here. Since you arrived in our world, we haven't really had the chance to sit down and talk. I agree. It's been a busy time for me, as you can imagine. Oh, of course. Thanks for taking the time to pay me a visit. I always have so many things to take care of that's hard for me to find time to do something simple like this. At least it worked out this time. You do have a point, though. Oh wait, did I just... Okay, yeah. That was the right voice. You do have a point, though. I don't really know that much about you. I know where you work, but most of our conversations so far have revolved around things other than you and me. Why don't you tell me more about yourself? I don't really like talking about myself. Why not? I guess I wouldn't know what to say. I'm not really that interesting. I don't believe you. There's also the uncertainty of not knowing how another person will react to something I say. I don't want to embarrass myself. Bruv, truer words have never been spoken in my situation. Hey, at least you told me that. That's something. I suppose. Anyway, that leads to my apartment. I'm wondering what your home on the other side of the portal looks like. It's nothing special. Yours is prettier. Actually, everything here looks nice in comparison to back home. Is that so? In some ways. I'm not really looking forward to returning, but it's not like I have a choice in the matter. I suppose you could always visit if you wanted to. It wouldn't be that easy, I'm afraid. There was an extensive process involved for selecting who would go through the portal, and I was only one of many applicants. I'm still surprised that I ended up being chosen. At least you're here now. Indeed. So what have you been up to since last time I saw you? You mean since I went to the kitchen to cook the steaks? Very funny. I'm just messing with you, Kaiba. Oh, with all the talking, I totally forgot about a dessert. I'm up for some dessert. I have just the right thing for you. I'll be just a minute. He likely stacked our dishes before he took them to one of his forepaws, and went back into the kitchen using his other 3 limbs. I couldn't help but think that it looked pretty awkward. When he returned balancing a plate with a rather attractive cake and slice in a similar manner, I realized he would have to make multiple trips to carry everything to the table. I want to help him. I asked him if he needed help, but he crashed, and it wasn't very nice. And, I really want to help him, but I don't know if that would, set something off. But then again, maybe all of these make the same choice, so make the same outcome, so I want to help him, you know what? As soon as I stood up and moved towards him, he made a strange face and spoke up. No, sit down, please. I can handle it. You're my guest, after all.
Not wanting to upset him, I sat down again and waited. Once he placed the first cake slice on the table, he went back to fetch the other. When he approached the table a second time, though, one of the tiny dessert forks started to slip off the plate. Remy reached for his free fork pot in an attempt to save it, but lost the balance without its support and fell over. In an instant, the plate, fork, and cake slice flew through the air. The dish and silverware clattered as the pristine cake crumbled into a sad heap on the floor. That's a sad heap, isn't it? Oh, damn, Remy. What a position! For a few moments, there was silence as Remy and I looked at the result of his blunder. I'm sorry, Kaiba. That's fine, I'll just eat your slice instead. You don't need to apologize. This isn't about you and your cake. This always happens to me no matter how hard I try. You have proper hands, so do some of the other species. How could someone like me even be a librarian? Not a day goes by without me dropping a scroll and unfurling it across the room. But the customers don't care or pity me too much to say anything. It's common sight for them after all. This is about Amira, isn't it? I guess it is. I just don't see why someone like me has got to be a librarian when there are others more qualified for the position, or who are at least capable of not dropping the inventory on a daily basis. She makes fun of you for it. I knew it. I mean, why else would she have me do all these tasks all the time? Sorting books, carrying things from one place to another? I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't work somewhere where my worth is only in the entertainment I provide. Why don't you look for a new job? These positions have terms similar to those of ministers. If I ended my employment prematurely, it wouldn't look great. How long do you have left? A while. Can't you report her or something? Not really. It's not like I could prove anything. Her public and her private demeanor are two very different things, and it would be my word against hers. I just wanted to have a nice evening with you, and now it ended up like this. I shouldn't have brought that up. Don't worry about it. I still think it was a nice evening. Maybe I should stop being such a sourpuss then. I can help you clean up. Thanks, Kaiba. We cleaned up together, and by the end, he seemed to be in higher spirits. Afterwards, we said our goodbyes and I left, not sure what to think. Nothing going on today. Guess I can do whatever. Or maybe here's where I ended off. I don't know. It's an hour and 15 minutes, but I need to do one more thing in order to make it to chapter 3. And what that was I met with Anna. She told me to meet her here, so she's got to be around somewhere. She wasn't here last time. Production facility had many different wings, covering everything from research to processing, in addition to production. It was easy to get lost if you didn't know where you were going. I heard some commotion in the distance, and when I approached, I was surprised to see not only Anna, but Remy as well. They seemed to be in the middle of a heated conversation. I thought it would be inappropriate to approach now, so I remained several paces back, out of their field of vision, but still close enough to be able to make out their words. We have heard the rumors. So you coming to me on the basis of rumors? Is that how you operate? What do you want from me? This is not the first time you've been in trouble, you know. They might not be so lenient when you this time. I don't know what you're talking about. Consider this a warning. You should proceed carefully for your own good. If you wanted to threaten me, the least you could have done was send something more intimidating. You may be larger than I am, but even I can see you're just a big coward. You wouldn't dare to put your dirty claws on me. I wouldn't. I'm here as a courtesy to you, not to threaten or intimidate. Do with that information whatever you wish. You know we'll be back, and if they find anything, there'll be consequences. Do you think I care? This attitude of yours is not helpful. Neither are you. Well, I've said what I came here to say.
Good luck. Whatever. Remy turned to leave and I started walking in my direction. I ducked behind a pillar, and when he went past, I wasn't sure if he'd see me. Either way, he left, and I was safe to approach now.
Oh man. I had a voice for this. I can't do it so well though. Hello? Hello? Mr. American? I don't know. What was that all about?
Who cares? Wait, how long have you been there?
I saw everything.
Not very long. Not that it matters much anyway. It's just par for the course for me. I know Remy. What's the problem? The nerve of that guy. He probably wouldn't be so uptight if it wasn't that thing with his girlfriend a few years ago. But I don't care about him. It's his superiors that are the problem. They don't like me and the research I'm doing. They cite their traditions and values, claiming those claiming that those are what has kept us alive for so long. Jesus. If everything were to change, it would be obviously fracture the base this society is built on. Cause it all to collapse, tear apart families, and allow all hell to break loose. At least if you believe those old-timers who keep repeating these phrases. And all that nonsense, just because of my research. Valuable research that could save lives, mind you. What kind of research are we talking about? I could show you sometime, but we're here to have fun, right? I thought you wanted me to show me, since we were both in biology and all that. Sure, but after doing this all day, you'd have to excuse me for not wanting to talk about it even more. Wasting my time with that guy was just another setback, not that I really have more than enough work to do. Even right now, I'm supposed to be out working overtime. Guess I'm giving you the tour some other time then. I will. Oh, and thanks for the blood, by the way. The results aren't in yet, but I'll let you know when they are. Good. I'm just as curious about the results as you are. No, you aren't. I am way curiouser than you are. That fucking blush, though? Curiouser? Is that even a word? It is, since a author popularized its use where I came from. Then I'm way more curiouser than you are. Not if I'm the curiousest. Excuse me for a moment, but I must weep for the English language. At this rate, why don't you just say you're the most curiousest? I'm not sure. I'm not a linguist. Are you? Not exactly, but I have a way with words. My tongue is quite skilled, or so I hear. Some might even say cunning. Bro, this got me so much when I recorded this the first time. Like, honestly, and that face doesn't help. That face doesn't help along with this sentence here. I am just like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this game. In any case, if I worked overtime today, does that mean I should wait for you? Or do you want me to come back another time? Neither. I think my break should start right about now. What a lucky coincidence. It is, isn't it? So where are we going? I don't know where you're going, but I think I need a coffee or 5. You can tag along if you like. It'd be my pleasure. We'll see how it feels to be mine as well. I hope you brought your own money though, because I'm not sharing. I didn't, but everything I purchased is taking care of my ambassador status. Nice. Actually, that opens up some very interesting possibilities. It might, but I'd rather not do anything too fishy. I don't want to raise any suspicion, you know. Good point. Well, let's go then. After you, m'lady. I wanna die. There we are. Finally.
I can't wait to get some coffee into my system. Oh, hello, Kaiba. Nice to see you again. Hey, who's your companion? Can't you just take my order? I apologize. Let me try that again. Welcome to our establishment. My name's Adine, and I'll be your waitress today. What can I bring you to? I'll have a coffee. Thank you. And what can I bring the esteemed gentleperson on the other side of the table?
I'll also take a coffee, please.
No problem. I'll be right back. What's her problem? I'm here to order something, not to chit-chat with the employees.
I know her, it's fine. If you say so.
Here you go. Enjoy.
I totally needed that. So you work in that facility. And your point is? What's your job there? I mean, what do you do exactly?
We do all kinds of things. Truth is, we just have all kinds of specialized machinery, which is used by many different people for many different purposes. The building is owned and run by the council, who oversees the schedule. It's quite handy since you can go from research, testing, and even manufacturing, all in the same complex. I started out as a researcher in biology, which is still my main job, but I've been there so long and learned the ins and outs of the building so well that eventually was asked to take over some managerial duties. Sure, it means more work, but it also allows me to run a more personal project every once in a while. Does that sate your curiosity? I chose one of these choices and she got like a little sassy about it. I don't know. I think it was this one. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm not sure I'd go so far to call it fascinating, but surely doesn't give me a lot of opportunities. Oh, I forgot to ask you what you actually plan to do with my blood and the test results. What is this, an interrogation? Yes, totally. You can call your lawyer if you like. I think someone's in a bad mood too, but it's not the first. Excuse me, princess. Sorry, I'm just stressed from all the work lately. I'm not getting much respite between my regular work, overtime, between my regular work, overtime, personal projects, and other disturbances like that Remy sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. What do you usually do during your free time? Having a good work-life balance is very important, you know. I love my job, I really do. Actually, I love it so much that even my free time, I still do things that have to do with biology. As I said, I've got the opportunity to do my own projects sometimes, so that's what I focus on when I get the chance. It would be a shame to pass up an opportunity like that without using it. With the current influx of work, I rarely leave the facility if I'm not eating or sleeping. Even right now, I'm only on break and have to go back for another shift. Maybe you should do something else for a change. Maybe, but right now that's not really an option. It would help if the council weren't constantly sending their lackeys to mess with me. So that wasn't the first time. No, I suppose on the watch list or something. Why's that? It's a long story, and not one for a first date. So you're saying this is a date? No, I'm saying that even if this was a date, which would be more than whatever this is, it wouldn't be very appropriate. Stories about work aren't very romantic. It's always about work with you. Come on, you're on break. Maybe we should do something to take your mind off of all that for once. Like what? I'm not sure. Do you have any other hobbies? Not really. Hey, waitress.
How can I help? Hey, oh my god. How can I help you? Do you have anything here to entertain your guests? Any games or other distractions? I'm not sure. Let me go check. What exactly are you trying to do? I don't know. I'm being cute and spontaneous? I chose this. But yeah, she gives me sass. The anticipation is killing me. Actually, no, it's boredom. It's more for the kids, but we don't really have anything else. It's fine, thank you. Have fun. A board game? Really? I know it's not Key's textile merchant, but it's better than nothing. Textile merchant? Knizi? Yo, like, I still don't have any idea how to pronounce that. It's a game, never mind. Well, I'm not convinced that this will accomplish anything, unless your goal is to make me regret this day. It seems to be a trivia game. You have good general knowledge. Do you even know what kind of advanced knowledge I have to memorize and work with every single day? You bet I have good general knowledge. Certainly more than enough to be a foreigner like you. But little does she know, I played through this before. When I accidentally recorded this before the thing, and then like everything got screwed up. So I have even more general knowledge. I understand more than you could possibly comprehend. Just you wait, Anna. If you're so confident, maybe we should make a bet. A rigged one at that. What do you have in mind? Let's say if I win, I'll get to go on a real date with you. No fitting me in during your break, no complaining about everything, and no acting as if you're doing me a favor, especially because it was you who wanted to meet me in the first place. And if I win, I'll have you come in sometime so I can run more tests on you. Alright. Since it was your idea, it's only fair that I start. So how does this work? It says pretty simple. We take turns drawing cards and asking questions until we both ask the number that we agree on beforehand. Whoever gets more right in the end wins. Actually, scratch that. We each start with 2,000 life points. How many questions shall it be then? How about 5? Let's make it 3. Not sure how long this will take. My break won't be for too long either. Alright, go ahead then. I saw mischief in her eyes, her stare piercing, paired with a hint of an arrogant smirk that exposed her anticipation. She seemed confident that she would win and loved every second of it. Slowly, her hand went over the deck of cards and drew the topmost. Whose side is one of our most important historians, his work spanning over 20 books, credited with mapping out our entire history since the beginning of sentience. It's actually Akil. And, like, I knew these two were fake because they didn't sound familiar. Damien Dandelion is actually so, like, fake. This one didn't sound familiar, and this one is actually one of the authors, back when we sorted out the library and shit. How could you even know something like that? You've only been here for what, a few days? Maybe you shouldn't underestimate me. Maybe. Let's see how you fare with your first question. Bring it. How far can you walk into the woods? Only until the middle. Anything after that and you're walking out of the woods again. You're right. That's a rather weird question though. I suppose I read the right kinds of books growing up. I know most of these trick questions. Let's see what the second question has in store for you, shall we? Oh yeah. Alright, if there are 5 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have? So I said 2, but then it's actually 3. Guess you also know your trick questions. Apparently so. Okay, here's your question. In which year of our timeline did we gain sentience? 0. The beginning of our timeline marks the event when we gain sentience. Right again. Have you played this game before? It's a children's game! These questions aren't really a challenge. I'll just go ahead and draw the next card so we can end this. An adventurer who values his life has to choose between 3 rooms to cross. Which of the following would be the safest? 1. A room filled with poisonous gas. 2. A room filled with 100 highly trained assassins. 3. A room submerged with water filled with alligators that have not eaten in 8 months. So, most people think this, but it turns out alligators can live without food for up to 2 years. So it's none of these. That's right, all of the rooms are equally deadly. Alligators can go up to 2 years, see, without food, making room 3 as deadly as the others. The other 2 rooms should not require any explanation. At least according to this card. To be honest, I think the answer is debatable. Don't worry, it still counts as a right answer for you. No need to get your tail caught in a door about it. Looks like this is gonna be the last question. Just get it over with already. What is the approximate acceleration speed of a nosediving flyer? I'll have to think about that one for a minute. I was just kidding. I still could have calculated that. Okay, here's the real question. What's the only substance known to be lighter in solid form compared to its liquid state? Water. It seems to be correct. Of course it is, duh. Achievement get general knowledge. Yes. So we played through it twice and still got an achievement. Nice. Well, it appears to that our game has ended in a tie. What do you propose? I say we both get our rewards. After all, we each made a good effort to get them. That's fine with me. I won't have a spot in the facility to do the test for a while though, so I suppose the next time we meet, it'll be a date. Don't forget what I said earlier about what I expect from you on this date. You better be on your best behavior. I'll try. Thank you. In any case, I should head back to work. My break is just about over. See you soon then. Of course. And I'll make sure you deliver your part of the deal. See you soon. Despite all odds, I managed to match her perfect score in the game we played. Even though my bet of forcing her to go on a proper date with me was more to get back at her for her earlier rudeness, I had not expected this outcome. I was not even sure what I'd expected from this meeting in the first place, but now I was locked into it, going on a date with her and being her own personal guinea pig. Whether anything good would come out of this, I wasn't sure either. And here is chapter 3. So, yeah, it's an hour and 36 minutes long. Holy crap, guys. Damn. Alright. Okay, yes. Yes, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna end it off here. My playthrough goes along a little bit into chapter 3, but not through the entire thing. So I'll still have to play catch up there. And just to let everyone know, I already played through this part, which was a mistake. I'll admit, honestly, I can't believe I forgot that I recorded this entire part, the entire part of chapter 2, and then forgot about it. It's just I took a massive L, guys. I can't believe that happened. But whatever. At least we got some new things to happen here. It didn't get as interesting with Remy as I thought it would, but that's not the point. But in any case, if you liked it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more of these. Again, I'll be trying to push out as much of this as I can to try and finish it and get back onto an uploading schedule. I've also like started plans to start streaming soon, so I'll let you know when that starts happening. But until then, I'll see you the next time.